Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mortal Kombat X 6-inch Sub-Zero action figure from Mezco Toys. That's right, Mezco is bringing us a new line of Mortal Kombat action figures based on the latest game in the franchise, MKX. So let's go ahead and take a look at Sub-Zero. As you can see, the figure comes on blister card style packaging, with the card being in the shape of a cool X design, with the center of it being a circle featuring that classic Dragon Mortal Kombat logo. The blister bubble fully showcases the action figure within, and we got a little nameplate down at the bottom. When you flip that box around to the backside, we've got some cool artwork as well as an image of the included action figure, along with a description and some images of the included weapons and accessories. So I'm a longtime fan of Mortal Kombat, always have loved Mortal Kombat action figures, and I'm currently enjoying the Mortal Kombat X video game, so I was pretty excited about this new line of 6-inch figures from Mezco. So let's go ahead and take a look at Sub-Zero outside of the packaging. One of the things that I really love about this guy immediately upon removing him from the box is just seeing how detailed he is. Of course, the costumes are much more detailed in the new video game, but you look at this guy and he is still highly recognizable as Sub-Zero. So even though there's a lot more details than what we saw in those original video games, he still looks like the same character. And Mezco has done an amazing job of capturing all of those new details and intricacies right here in action figure form. For instance, I love all of the details seen on his outfit here. It's got this great, almost padded look to it, and you can see there's a lot of great little ripples and even wrinkles in it that makes it look like an actual cloth material. You'll also notice lots of straps and buckles and all kinds of cool little wraps and everything all around the costume on this figure. And I love all of the cool little details such as the daggers that you can see sheathed right there on his torso, as well as on both of his wrists. Got these great wraps with some nice little deco that are going around his biceps there, and even the cool loincloth piece has got great straps and buckles. Some ties going around his thighs there with, again, kind of a puffier pants design that's got some great wrinkles in it. And the shins have a nice armored look to them. So all of those details are beautifully sculpted, but also the paint job does a really great job of actually capturing all of those little intricacies. For example, we got that great blue color on there that Sub-Zero is known for, but you'll notice a great deal of shading that is worked into that sculpt, which helps to bring out all of those cool little wrinkles that I talked about earlier. And then, of course, that brings us to the head sculpt, which features that infamous mask going across Sub-Zero's face, which does have a nice little metallic look to it. You can see, very similar to the shin covers we've got down there, it does have a bit of a metallic look. Great kind of straps going across the top of the skull cap there, and some glowing white eyes underneath. And he even has this neat little bandana piece that's hanging down from the back that is made of a more flexible plastic. Speaking of the quality of the plastic, the entire thing does feel very solid as well. This guy doesn't feel fragile in the least. He's very sturdy and very well built, which I was very happy about. So, let's go ahead and talk articulation on this guy. Since he is a fighter, we want to be able to get some cool poses out of him. So here's what we've got. That head is ball jointed, so he can look left, right, up, and down. He doesn't look up too high, but you can roll the head all the way around there. And since those bandana pieces on the back that I talked about are made of a more soft plastic, you don't have to worry about that hindering the articulation whatsoever. Now, the torso piece is all a solid sculpt, which includes his uniform that he's wearing. That is all a very hard, very solid sculpt. So there's unfortunately no articulation in the torso. The shoulders, however, are ball jointed, so you can see the arms go upwards. They don't go up too high, but you can still move them forwards and backwards with a good range of motion that direction. You do have ball joints at the elbow, so you can swivel the elbow as well as bend the elbow. You've also got swivels in the wrist as well as hinge joints in the wrist, so you can see you can bend the hands up and down. So great range of motion in the arms there. You can swivel them at the waist. It is worth noting that all of the loincloth piece and everything here comes down from the torso sculpt. So you'll actually have to swivel that underneath there, but you can see it can be done. So that's good that you can still swivel his waist there. He also has ball joints at the thighs, which you can see if you look up underneath that loincloth piece there. So legs can go outwards about that far. You can still move legs forwards and backwards. You can swivel at the thigh. You got nice ball joints at the knees, so the knees can bend as well as swivel. So great range of motion there. And then the feet have nice ball joints. So you can move them side to side. You can move them up and down. And you can even pivot them side to side. They don't have a too far of a pivot, but hey, you can at least pivot them a little bit, which is really going to help to be able to get some of those fighting poses. So with the exception of there being no articulation on the torso, the rest of it is really well done for this particular type of action figure. So let's go ahead and talk about the accessories with this guy. First of all, he does include interchangeable hands. You'll notice that the hands that he comes packaged with are both open hands. The left hand has got a full open palm, while the right hand almost looks like it should be holding something. So I do want to point out that there is a little hole in the right hand. However, this particular Sub-Zero does not come with any accessories to hold on to. There is a previews exclusive version coming out that comes with a little ice ball that I assume plugs into that hole there. But unfortunately, no ice ball with this particular version. Now, he does come with those interchangeable hands. It's very easy to pull those out. You can see they're just little pegs. And in its place, we can now plug in the gripping hands. And you can see they plug in very easy, but also get a nice grip there. Just a little tug can remove the hands. Put the new ones in their place. They hold pretty tight too, so you don't have to worry about them just falling out or being loose or anything. And that way we've got gripping hands now, so we can hold on to his accessories, which includes this awesome ice mallet and this ice dagger. And these are beautifully done because not only are the sculpts awesome and perfectly capture the way these look in the video game, but they're cast in a translucent blue plastic that has a really nice white frosting on them, and it's a nice metallic white, so it really makes them shine and shimmer and look as though they're made out of actual ice. The gripping hands are both very nice, and you can put the weapons in either hand, and he holds onto them nice and tight, so you don't have to worry about them being loose, and that way you can pose your Sub-Zero holding onto both weapons, or of course you can mix and match those with the open hands for a variety of different poses. So there you go, my friends. There is a look at the brand new 6-inch Mortal Kombat X Sub-Zero action figure from Mezco Toys. Overall, I am incredibly happy with this figure. He's definitely a collector-grade action figure with that beautiful sculpt and paint job and a really decent amount of articulation. Plus the fact that he's very solid, doesn't feel fragile whatsoever, I think this is going to be a really great line of Mortal Kombat action figures for fans to add to their collections. And he's going to look great standing alongside some of the other characters that Mezco is releasing. So this first wave of Mortal Kombat X action figures should be hitting specialty shops and online stores in July. So special thanks to Mezco for sending this along early so we can get a good detailed look at it. Happy hunting, my friends, and until next time.